Hey FJA students, Mr. Jeffries here coming at you with a little lesson for our asynchronous learning days. I'm hoping to explain to you all in this lesson how like terms and simplifying equations with like terms works. So for now, as you can see on my screen, I do have some bananas and some apples. Let's just ignore those. The first thing I want to bring up to you all is that you all already know how to combine like terms. Here's how I can prove it to you. Let's say I've got the number 5 and we add to that the number 10. I bet all of you know how to combine those. But all of you know how to combine those because both of these are constants. So 5 and 10 are constants. We can combine them. 5 plus 10 equals 15. The combination of 5, let's say this is saying 5 dots, plus another 10 dots. There's 10. If you look at all of those together, we've got 15 dots. And so that's how we can combine like terms. Similarly, you all could easily combine these terms. Let's say we have 6 minus 3. Well, I can combine those like terms. Those are constants, so that equals 3. However, sometimes we've got a little bit different of a situation. Let's say that I have the equation 3a plus 9. What does that equal? Well, we can't really add 3a and 9. We can't say this doesn't equal like 12a, and here's why. 3a, let's break down what that actually means. So 3a means 3 times a, right? So that's 3 a's, and we don't know what a's are. Maybe a's are apples. So maybe a's are 3 apples. So if we have 3a, that means we've got 3 apples. And the thing is this, if we think about 3a up here as 3 apples, so there's 1 apple, there's our second apple, and here's our third apple. So we've got 3 apples there. And we're adding to that 9. Well, we just don't know what that 9 is. We don't know what that 9 is. So 3a plus 9, we can't really simplify that. It's not 12a. Really, that's as simple as it gets. So we can't combine those like terms. However, let's think about another problem down here, and I'm going to write this one in green. What if I had 2a plus 1a? What does that equal? Well, remember 2a means 2 times a, and let's say that a's are apples. So that's 2 apples. And then we add to that 1a, which is 1 apple. Well, pause this. What do you think that equals? Well, I see here 3 apples. So our answer, 2a plus 1a, is 3a. We can combine those like terms. So 3a. Now, let's come back up here really quickly. Look at the top of my screen. What if I have the equation 2a plus 2b? Are these like terms? Are these like terms? Well, let's say that this 2a, this is 2 apples again. So here's 2 apples. But b is a different number. Remember, 2b is 2 times b. So that means b twice, 2 times. Well, maybe b is banana. So we've got 2 apples and we add it to 2 bananas. And we can't simplify that in the way that we did down here when we added 1 apple to 2 apples. Those are the same terms. We could add apples to apples and we can say, oh, well, we have a total of 3 apples. But up at the top of our screen here, 2a plus 2b, those terms do not simplify. So if you were asked to simplify and combine those terms, all you can do here is say 2a plus 2b. That's as simple as it gets. That's as simple as it gets. So let's go ahead and look at another slightly more complicated problem here. And this is something that you might get. Let's say, and I'm going to erase this up here as well, that you might have a an equation that you're presented with that is, let's say that it's 2a plus 2b plus 4 minus a. How can we simplify that? Well, let's go ahead and visualize what this means. So this is 2 apples, right? So this first term is 2 times a, and we'll just say a is apples in this case. And then we're adding to that 2 bananas. So we've got 2 apples plus 2 bananas, plus now we've got 4. And it doesn't really tell us what 4 is, but I know that it's not apples because it's not 4 times A. And I know that it's not bananas because it's not 4 times B. So 4, we're just going to represent with 4 dots here. So you've got 2 apples plus 2 bananas plus the 4 dots. We don't really know exactly what they are, but we do know they're not apples or bananas because it's not 4A or 4B. And then it says minus A. And so what I'm going to do is to represent that this is a negative apple. We're subtracting an apple here. I'm just going to turn that apple upside down. So let's see what we can do. Can we combine these like terms? Can we simplify it? Well, the first thing I look at here is the apples. I've got 2 apples in this term, and then I'm subtracting an apple from it. So if I subtract an apple, if this is a negative apple, that one cancels out, and so does this one. That means that we're going to be left with only 1 apple, 1A, right? 2 apples minus 1 apple is 1A. So if we needed to simplify these terms, 2A minus 1A equals 1 apple, 1 apple. Well, did we add any bananas to our 2 bananas or subtract any? Nope, we've still got 2 bananas. And then we've still got those 4 green dots. And so this right here is the simplification of this term over here. So we simplified that expression. That expression simplifies, and we can rewrite it as that by combining like terms. I hope that helps explain your homework. Make sure that you go through and do the read it, watch any videos that are posted, do the practice it, and I believe with a little bit of time and effort and some work and some practice on your part, you will be able to teach yourself how to combine like terms and what like terms are. Thanks for tuning in.